Hey everyone, Jordan here with 9 to 5 Toys, and today we're going to be checking out the Amazon Choice for pressure washer. Now I believe the brand is pronounced Teande, although I'm not totally sure. It's one of those, Amazon brands and companies where there are never any videos where they actually, talk about the product. They just show a little text over top, so you never actually hear anybody pronounce it. But I believe it's Teande. And while it's not the Amazon bestseller for pressure washer, that is the Sunjoe, I believe, which is, of course, a wire cutter budget pick. This is an Amazon Choice that keeps popping up for pressure washer and electric pressure washer. So with specs like 3800 PSI, 2.8 gallons per minute, and 5 different nozzles for different pressure and angles, it looks like there are a lot of great features here for the $185 price point, which we do have a special coupon for down in the description, so be sure to check that out to get a deal if this is something you're interested in. And so how well does it perform for that price? Well, let's check it out. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Toys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Obviously, I don't have it up here in my desk because it is large and wet and dirty currently because I was just using it. But it is a pretty simple green and black and very easy to use pressure washer. They do have a couple different color options on Amazon. It looks like those come in at a little bit of a different price, but they all share the same features. Getting it out of the box and set up did take a little bit of time. There is some assembly required, but thankfully they include the necessary screwdriver and wrench to complete the assembly. So everything's there, you don't need to use any of your own tools, and it took maybe 10 to 15 minutes to get everything assembled. My only knock during the assembly process is that there are, a couple of little metal bits on it, which they have covered in plastic, which can be pulled off. But it looks like the plastic was installed before some other pieces were installed in the factory, and so there are a couple little pieces here that are just really hard to get off and really inconvenient and kind of annoying. I mean, that's kind of a small dig, but it was still something that was frustrating me during that process. But then once you have everything assembled, it's really easy to get up and going. They have an included adapter to connect to a hose, and that fit really securely. I didn't have any leakage there at the actual unit. And then it does obviously have a GFCI at the outlet as well. So you want to check that and make sure that everything's operating correctly. It should be lighting up. And in the manual, they suggest doing that, before every use, just to make sure that everything is operating properly. Then moving on to the actual performance of the pressure washer, obviously that 3800 PSI in the title, that's a great number, but looking at the back of it, it looks like the actual rating is 3000. So it's a 3800 max with looks like a 3000 actual operation. And so that's a little confusing, a little annoying, it seems like some just marketing speak. And in the description, they also say that's 2.8 gallons per minute when actually it's closer to 2.2 as what's rated on the back of the unit. So a little bit of marketing speak there, but if you actually do need that 3800 PSI, then you probably want to look for another unit that will probably be more expensive, but will actually get closer to that pressure. They do have 5 different nozzles that are very quickly interchangeable, and they're stored on the back of the unit and labeled different colors so that you can quickly find the exact one you're looking for. They do also have a little bit of an indent on them that shows the actual angle of that nozzle as well. The red nozzle is the most aggressive with a 0-degree spread. Yellow fans up the water to 15 degrees, green to 25, white to 40 degrees, and the black nozzle is low pressure and can be used with the detergent. Actually, in use, I found the Teande pressure washer to be very easy to use. Once everything is plugged in and connected, you just pull the trigger, it turns on, and then when you release the trigger, it turns off. And there is a power switch, so make sure that is on as well. That is in the on position. Otherwise, water will just kind of drip out of it. But of course, one of the first things I did, and what I actually shot some video footage of, was spraying off some concrete outside of a garage. And this is something that I've never touched in the 10 years that we've lived in this house, and I don't know if the previous owner would have done any cleaning out there too. But to me, it seemed like it did a pretty good job. There are a few reviews on Amazon where people say, it's not putting out nearly the pressure of what they're advertising, and it doesn't actually work that well. I guess I'm not super versed in pressure washers, but I was really impressed with how well it was able to clean up that concrete. And transporting and positioning is really easy too, because it does have a 35-foot power cord, and then also the carry handle and the wheels make it really easy for moving around, and the unit itself does have some weight to it, so I never felt like it was going to tip over if I was tugging on something. And then it also does have a pretty long hose for the spray handle as well. I think it's 6 meters. So overall, wrapping up here, I've been impressed with the Teande 3800 pressure washer so far. I was Really impressed with how easy it was to clean off some of my old concrete around my garage, and the convenience of being able to store everything just right there on the unit itself with the hose reel, with the power cord rack, with the little holster for the spray gun and lance, and the nozzles. Like, it just made everything very easy to store and to use. Of course, there are going to be higher quality options out there by more reputable brands. I know Wirecutter recommends one from Ryobi, but so far for the price, the list price is, like we said, $185, but we do have a couple special deals. Be sure to grab that special code and clip the coupon on the Amazon page for a special deal on this. And that'll wrap it up for our review of the Teande 3800 PSI pressure washer. Let us know what you think about it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.